Hey, gang, welcome aboard, and let's get ready for Thursday night on the Sports Wagering Board. College hoops, NBA, NHL, but football is always the focus on a Thursday because it gets our next week of the NFL underway, and we're going to have a division game with Kansas City at Oakland. And on the road, the Chiefs are laying a touchdown. Last week, you had San Diego laying a big number, and the Raiders got the money. KC coming off a game with Seattle. Sometimes physically, the team struggled the week after they play Seattle. But Kansas City, let's give Andy Reid full marks. This team, they find ways to win, and they've done a really good job in the fourth quarter when the game is on the line. So that's the big challenge for a lot of teams, is finding the way to kick the door down and win at the key moment. And so far, so good. He scares me to death because he's one of the worst clock managers in the history of professional football. But he's been pushing all the right buttons strategically and schematically in the fourth quarter of these key games. But Kansas City all of a sudden find themselves, knotted up with Denver, and they've got the Broncos right around the corner. It is a division game. The question is, and our buddy Jimmy Vaccaro in Las Vegas earlier in the year had a prop up, would Jacksonville win a game? Well, the prop really should have been, and they cashed that ticket, got it out of the way. Would the Raiders win a game? They don't have many realistic opportunities. Maybe their best shot is in December when they host Buffalo. They're motivated, though. That's the one thing you get with a winless team. No one wants to be that guy. They don't want to have that bagel on the board at the end of the year. So the Raiders will be motivated. We'll see if they can hang with the Chiefs Thursday night. NFL football. Featured pick of the day, oddsworthbetting.com. It's available right below this video. And of course, we're not just dealing with football, as I said, the NBA, the NHL, college hoops. We had the tip-off marathon earlier in the week. That was outstanding. And there's more football on a Thursday night. How about college football? 3 games to speak of. Kansas State, West Virginia, and the Mountaineers are a slight favorite at home. And they have been a mittful for teams when they go into West Virginia, and there's John Denver music playing all over the place. West Virginia gets fired up. Not a good spot for Kansas, a tough spot for Kansas State, but a very entertaining and a lot on the line for these teams. Looking forward to bowl season. North Carolina and Duke. Duke's laying 6 points, approaching a touchdown, coming off a loss to Virginia Tech, and that's the interesting little dynamic we have at this time of year. Virginia Tech had to win their last 2 games to become bowl eligible and keep Frank Beamer's streak alive. Yeah, Duke's having a great season, but this was, you go inside the lines here. Duke was being outgained in all their games, and Virginia Tech, it was ugly. It was not pretty whatsoever, but their defense saved the day, and they got the win. Duke last week, it was just under duress offensively. Boone had no time to throw, but Cutcliffe's a good coach, and he knows how to, draw up those X's and O's. I think this is going to be an entertaining hockey game, and North Carolina's capable of putting some points on the board. And one more for you, Arkansas State, Texas State. That's the other game for you. 3 games in all on a Thursday night in college football, and then we race towards the weekend. You just can't believe with all the offerings that are available on the wagering board. Now we throw all these college basketball games into the equation, and there are preseason tournaments that are going on. We've got big events going on in New York this weekend, college hoops-wise. We're getting some of the big boys early in the season out of conference foes colliding, but it's a real good tipping point for teams to get ready for conference play. But very early on, you're getting to see the eyeball test: who's good, who's bad, and getting ready. March Madness. It's so fast. It's terrifying how fast this all goes. March Madness it's going to be here before you know it. Lots of offerings on the wagering board. It's a great time of year. We love being in Las Vegas. We're always in look-ahead mode, and we look forward to being here with you again in this space. Don't forget, Feature Pick of the Day is available to you right below this video at oddsworthbetting.com.